Governments around the world are eyeing regulations around crypto assets. South African regulators have defined crypto as a financial asset under the Financial Advisory and Intermediary Services Act. So what does all of this mean for holders and traders of crypto? For more, we're joined by Wentzel consultant Lerato Lamola-Oguntoye. Good evening to you, Lerato, and welcome to the program. For the untrained, what qualifies as a crypto asset?
Good evening. So a crypto asset, it's a digital representation of value, which is not backed by a central bank. So it's not backed by the SABC. And it can be traded or exchanged for utility. And it uses cryptographic technology to create it. And it uses distributed ledger technology, which is blockchain.
So people often use these terms interchangeably, blockchain and cryptocurrency. Crypto is just one feature or service in, even a crypto, be like a crypto exchange. It's just one service that the blockchain would render. So just a quick word on what the differentiation and the differentiating terms are when we're talking about this.
Yeah, so it's important to note, so crypto asset, digital currency, cryptocurrency, all refer to this digital representation of value. So in South Africa, we don't use the terminology cryptocurrency because crypto assets are not legal tender. And then blockchain is the ledger on which our crypto transactions are reflected. So the whole idea around crypto is that it is decentralized. So there isn't one central entity that is controlling the market. And then you would need blockchain in order to track your transactions because there are multiple transactions taking place throughout the day.
And this is, a transparent platform which would show you would have date stamps and, transactions so that it would be available for anyone to see. For our purposes here in South Africa, when we talk about government cracking down or wanting to apply greater regulation on crypto assets, who would this apply to? Traders or holders of cryptocurrency or crypto assets?
So our legislation applies to anyone who is in the business of assisting others to trade. So that's buy, sell, hold crypto assets in safe custody. If you are trading crypto for your own account, this would not apply to you. This is for those who are in the business of assisting others.
And what will so these are the platforms, where you are able to purchase and where you're able to cash out whatever money you have, in cryptocurrency or whatever assets you may have, and get that back into the currency of your destination. If that's the right definition, let's move forward then and talk about what the impact of this is going to be in tightening up, the sector. We've seen a number of scandals. We've seen people who have been scammed, pretending to be, accredited traders. Does even the concept of accreditation exist?
Yes, so there are two pillars that our legislation is trying to address. The first is consumer protection. The second pillar is anti-money laundering. So when we look at consumer protection, we look at what we call colloquially as the PHASE Act. And in order for you to provide a financial service in relation to crypto assets, you would need a financial service provider license. And then turning to the AML pillar, as we all know, South Africa was grey-listed earlier this year. And part of the amendments that came through with FICA is that crypto asset service providers are now accountable institutions. So they have to register with the FIC. And effectively what that means is you can no longer have anonymous transactions or anonymous clients because we're trying to close that gap.
And of course, SARS would have a great deal of interest in this because I presume the concept of capital gains tax would probably apply here, or any taxes where you're earning money off, either the trading or the interest. Is that right?
Yeah, so that's one of the areas that we're still waiting to see what SARS and the other regulators want to do, because there is a gap currently when we look at exchange control. So currently, as a South African citizen, you can purchase crypto assets from abroad, but the challenge comes where you now want to change your crypto assets back into normal currency and bring that money back into the country. We still have gaps that need to be addressed there.
All right. Well, Lerato, thank you very much for giving us an education on this. And now it's up to those who are, crypto asset service providers. There is a responsibility and a duty on you now to register. Don't say you weren't told. Wentzel consultant Lerato Lamola-Oguntoye speaking to us there.